Yo, what's going on, crew? It's your boy Serrano. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a budget smartphone, and this is from a company that I never heard of before, but I heard that they make TVs from back in the day when I was like kind of doing some research, and so they're going to be making like smartphones. Like I'm pretty sure they've been making smartphones for a minute now, but this one actually caught my attention, and it's called the RCA Reno Max. So we're going to be taking a look at this thing for the very first time and kind of checking out some of the things that are kind of good about it. But it does work on Metro by T-Mobile and T-Mobile, but they said on the website from Amazon that it's not going to be compatible with like Verizon, Boost, and AT&T and Cricket. So I want to kind of see what this thing is about, take a look at it in the unboxing and first impressions in this video. But make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video. And if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, but if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's just jump into the unboxing and kind of take a look at the RCA Reno Max, right? And so let's go ahead and unbox it, but let's read some of the specs that we're getting. 4G LTE with 1.8 gigahertz processor. So 1.8 gigahertz is pretty decent. You also do get a 4,000 milliamp hour battery with dual SIM cards. You're gonna get a 16 megapixel main camera, a 6.5 inch display. It's gonna come with a flashlight and FM radio. At the top of the box it says 100 years of magic, and that's pretty much everything that I see here. But it does say Android 12, which is the newest and latest version of Android. Considering that Android 13 just released, most phones are still using Android 12. So I kind of want to check it out and see what this thing is about. But it says that the package will contain the mobile phone, a battery, a wired stereo speaker headset, a wall charger, Type-C cable, quick start guide, safety information, a protective case, which is something that I really like. And then it also offers the SIM tray ejector and remover tool. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing, and I'm gonna cut open the box right now. And it comes in this white and blue box, which is pretty decent. So let's get this guy open. Okay, so the smartphone is up top. I'm gonna set this right off to the side, like right here, and kind of put the phone to the side. It has a decent weight to it. Let's go ahead and see what else comes inside the box. So this is like a frame for the phone in the box, so it doesn't move around. When you open it up, you're greeted with a user manual and safety instructions as well. And then you get the case that they offer in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at this. It's the gel style case, which is a clear case, which is gonna offer very minimal protection, but it will prevent scratches on the phone on the back. And let's go ahead and see, you get the wall charger. So this device is actually $98 on Amazon right now. So if you're looking for a really entry-level budget smartphone, this might be for you, okay? And so you're gonna get a Type-C cable, it looks like. Let's just take a look and see what kind of cable is being offered in the box. Okay, so the cable is right here, and let me just see what they are offering as far as the charging. And I'm pretty sure it's the standard charging. You do get the Type-C, which is something that's pretty impressive for a phone that's $98 with Android 12, and it's going to have a decent battery of 4,000 milliamp hours. You also do get a pair of headphones which offer ear tips and left and right on the side, so you can differentiate it from each bud. And so it has a pause and play button but no volume button, so it doesn't seem like the best quality when it comes to it, but at least you do get that. And it does offer a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, because it does have those headphones that it's going to offer. So make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video. But if you're still here, just type down below in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. but I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. Okay, so let's go ahead and just power this on. We're just going to do the unboxing, and then I'll do a follow-up about this device. So let's get it out of the sleeve. And it has a screen protector on the front. It has a 60 megapixel camera. I'm assuming these are 2 megapixel cameras. I'm just gonna take off the sticker around back because it has some numbers on there that I just wanna kind of put to the side. Now on the back of the device, it's got like a matte material which feels really good to the touch. The sticker residue kind of stayed right there, but you get the RCA logo. You get the power button on the side. Volume rock is above top. The screen protector on here. The SIM remover slot right here. The camera module is actually really big on this thing, and then the headphone jack is above top. Type-C, as well as I would assume this is the microphone and this is the speaker. So let's power this thing on. I'm going to hit the power button, which is going to be right there. And it does say RCA right there. So this thing is like a 720 display, and there's not too much information on the internet as far as the specs, which is why I wanted to kind of check it out and kind of look at it and see what it's going to offer. But it does give you 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of ROM. You can see it does say RCA right here. When you power it on, you get a little animation, and it does look like a medium to low resolution display. As far as the display, there's not too much information on it except for that it's HD plus, and so it's going to be expandable up to 256 gigabytes. Let's go ahead and remove this piece right here and kind of just put that off to the side. Let's hit start. Feels good in the hand. I like the matte touch to it. Let's hit skip mobile networks, and it's going to offer you the setup to get into your Wi-Fi. So let's just connect to the Wi-Fi. Let's test the haptic feedback on here. Wow, pretty decent as far as the haptic feedback. The screen actually looks pretty white and bright. So I'm connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Right here it says getting your phone ready, and this should take a few minutes, but it has a decent feel in the hand as far as the overall feel in the hand. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the case around the back, and what it does offer is these little corners for drop protection on the sides. So that's actually pretty cool that it does offer the little drop protection, because you're not going to be able to find too many cases online for this device. So I just want to throw that out there. It does say 16 megapixel triple AI camera, depth sensor, and macro lens included on this device. So I'm gonna peel off the sticker residue at the end of the video after it cuts off, because I don't want to take too much time doing that. But it does have LTE, voice over LTE, and 4G networks, and it's going to be able to operate in countries like Canada, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, and things to that extent. So let's just skip this part right here, and right here you can see it's powering on. We're going to go ahead and click accept. And you know, basically, besides what you can see from out of the box, it's got a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, pretty decent display, brightness boost LCD display, which is going to be pretty decent. LTE, Wi-Fi networks. There's not too much information about this device, but it's asking me to set up a pin on here. And then it gives you the option, after you set up your PIN, to get facial recognition. So let's go ahead and agree. And that took about a second to see my face. Then it gives you a setup for the fingerprint sensor. Let's hit agree. And it looks like it's on the side, which is kind of cool. So for $99, $98, this does seem like a pretty decent phone, because it's got facial recognition, it's got a triple camera setup, it's got a headphone jack, LTE for Metro by T-Mobile and T-Mobile. So if you're on those two networks, I think it'll be pretty cool. I actually have a straight talk SIM that I want to test it with, but let's go ahead and click add another on the right hand. And you have to be pretty accurate when you're touching the side. You can't just place your finger anywhere. It's got to be a strategic placement of your finger for it to actually register, or else it'll just say the area has been already enrolled. So you might get that error message on the setup process, but I'm putting my finger in different places so that it can recognize my fingerprint and in multiple scenarios. So let's go ahead, and the phone is actually booting on for the very first time. So it's got an app tray on here, square icons. The camera, I want to kind of open up and see what that looks like. And so let's see, start to capture. I'll take a picture of roadblock right back here. Try to keep my hand steady with this with two hands. I did see it came with HDR. So HDR is present for low light shots, so you can get more detail. It gives you that generic sound when you're taking the photo. I'm going to take a picture of the box as well. And then you get pro mode, portrait mode, panorama mode. You get capture for just regular shots. Video, I would assume it only goes up to 1080, hopefully. Let's see. So you get microphone switch, you get face detect, you get camera sound. And right here, this camera size is 1080-30 on here. So I'm just showing you that, all the features for the camera. Let's flip it, or let's click more, and you get QR and night mode. Let's see how the night mode takes a picture of in this shadow right here on the corner, which is really low light. Let's look at those pictures real quick. Pretty decent pictures on there when it comes to the overall quality that you're gonna be getting. So let me just go back. Those are some of the images. I'll make sure I post those up, but the HDR shot that it took looked really good. And then I just want to take a portrait shot. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, and it does kind of make my face look a little bit pale as far as color, especially with not a lot of light in here. So there goes a picture of my face, and that actually looks pretty decent for this device at $99. So that's my first look at the camera. Let's go ahead and test out the interface, and obviously this is going to be running on Android 12. Let's go to home settings. It gives you pull down right here for notification, show notifications right there. You get your stock. This is all Google apps right out of the box, so that's kind of cool. You get your Wi-Fi settings right here, VPN networks too. And then it's also going to give you different features on here. It has 99% battery right out of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at the storage. 55 gigabytes free of storage out of the box, as well as sound features right here. You could customize the ringtones, mess around with the haptics, and mess around with the media player and the vibration and the sounds. Pretty cool stuff there. It's pretty responsive too, for it just being the first time I'm using it. Brightness level is at 80%, and if you hit that, it gives you the ability to, now it looks a lot better at full brightness. You also do get lock screen features right here, lift to check phone. That's kind of cool. Wake when you get a notification. Screen timeout, you could put that at like 2 minutes versus the 1 minute. Font size, auto rotate, contrast, and display. You can change some of the settings right here, so you can customize the eye comfort, contrast. I did that already. Wallpapers. Let's take a look at some of the wallpapers that it's going to give you when you click wallpapers, on device wallpapers. So it gives you several different wallpapers. These seem actually pretty cool to look at. The phone has some pretty decent speed to it as well. It does feel pretty smooth just scrolling on here. And so I'm actually impressed with the overall speeds of this device, considering that it's $98 and it's pretty much going to be able to compete with like phones like the Motorola G Pure and the Samsung Galaxy A12. So this is going to be a pretty solid look considering the price, but just keep in mind that RCA might not give you the Android 13 in the future, so you might be stuck on Android 12 on here. So you do get smart controls, use smart motion. You could pick up and answer the phone when you pick it up, pocket mode, disable the touches and stuff like that. And then that's pretty much going to be it. But we're going to go to about phone, and I'm going to go down, and yeah, it's on Android 12 right here on the September 1st update 2022. And you can see right here it does have the Android 12 right out of the gun. So pretty cool stuff here from RCA. The phone just feels real quick, real fast, real zippy. While I'm messing around with it, calculator, Google Assistant. And when you scroll down, you can get the Android 12 like look. It looks like the skin of the Pixel phone, which is like real stock Android looking, extra dim and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna wrap up the video right now, so make sure you stay locked into the next video so I could go over how this device performs with the SIM card in it when you're using it on a daily basis, and when I have everything connected to it, the FM radio on here too. But make sure you guys stay locked in for more videos. Let's test out the fingerprint. Wow, the fingerprint is actually pretty quick. All right, let's test out the facial recognition. Facial recognition is kind of dark right now. Let's try that one more time. It's too dark right now for the facial recognition, but I'm gonna get right back with you guys. But make sure if you found this video helpful, informative, or useful, that you hit the like button. I just want to remind you to do that. And if you made it to the end of the video, just type I'm still here. But follow me on social media and watch another video on the left or the right hand corner, and I'll check you guys later. Okay, later crew, peace.